Hello, my name is Peter Fish, and I like to fish. Let's go fishing. This is called a diver. Alright, so basically the name sells itself. What it does is that it's got this lip on the end. Alright, so it dives to the bottom like that. Alright, and some fish that's coming along will see it and will grab it. Now the bigger the lip and the flatter it is gonna mean the harder it dives. And the more it dives, then the harder it dives. And it'll go deeper much quicker. Alright, here goes the diver. I'm gonna cast it out, see if I can catch it. So the trick is, with a diver, you want to have your rod down like that, so it'll dive more. You don't want to have it up like this, or else it won't dive very far. All right. Now, luckily, the tip of my pole is made from fiberglass, so it bends really easily without breaking. Not like your standard bamboo wooden pole or anything like that. All right, here it comes. All right. All right. Yeah, so this one's got some pretty big drag to it because of the lip. All right, so let me show you some of my other divers that I have. Alright, so divers, they come in all shapes and sizes. Alright, so we've got this kind. This one's my favorite. This one, it's got a smaller lip, so it won't dive down as far and it won't dive down as hard. But it's got the black stripe on top, orange eyes. Alright, yellow with some black stripes there. That's definitely gonna attract a fish. And then this one it's skinny, it's like a minnow. So a big fish who likes minnows, like a northern pike or a bass, is going to see that going down, and it's just going to come and just go right for it. And then another one I've got, which is this is for a small fish, which would be this one. Now, this one is pretty small. It's only got one treble hook, and the lip is more far down. So the higher the lip goes up here, the more deep it's going to dive. Okay? The lower the lip goes, the less it's going to dive. So this is something for a good tackle box and the good things you should keep inside of them. So first thing always you need to keep inside is pliers. Pliers are very handy. They're good for getting hooks out of the fish and you if you should hook yourself. Always keep a pair of pliers. Doesn't matter if they're these kind or stainless steel. And also always keep first aid kit. Keep a first aid kit with you with some gauze, Neosporin, and Band-Aids. And another thing that's good is to have a Swiss Army knife. Now I like these the best because as you can work on the fish and maybe getting something out of the fish, you can also work on your pole if there should be, say, like a jam in your reel, or something along the lines, or if you need to cut the line from like a fish, or if you accidentally hooked a turtle or something. Alright? Another thing that you should always have are swivels. Swivels are really good for fish. You can just tie them on and you hook on the hook or the lure or what have you without having to untie the knot every time. Now, I like swivels because they're easy to take off and you can switch them on and on again. Now, the best thing to use some smaller swivels like these guys. Because the smaller the swivel you use, you can put on smaller hooks. And if you're fishing for small fish, like bluegill, then smaller hooks are going to work best with the smaller swivels. Now, depending on where you're fishing, some fish you might need to disguise the swivels because they're too shiny. So spray paint them black or whatever color works best. I find that if you spray paint them black or green, that the fish will think that there isn't something shiny there, and they will stay away pretty much. Okay, another thing is that is good to have are hooks. Now, hooks of all sizes are good. So I've got these small hooks right here, and then I've got these hooks. These are also pretty medium sized. And then, ow, ooh. See, I just hooked myself there. And I got these big hooks. Now these are big rig hooks. These are for these would be for catfish bait and for making rigs like this, or with a fake worm. So hooks are always very, very important to want to have. Another thing that's very important to have are weights. Weights are really important. Now, weights will really help you out, because the thing with weights is that it'll make it go to the bottom and much, much faster. So you put on the weight about 3 feet from the hook. You put it in, okay? The weight is gonna sit here, all right, while the worm is hanging up there, all right, for a fish to come and see. That's why weights are very, very important. Another thing that is are bobbers. Now, these are small ones. These ones don't work very well. I really don't know why I keep them, but there are two different kinds. There are these kind and these kind. Very different. These ones are really hard to tie on, and they're very, very tricky to use. I don't even know how to tie them on, so I still gotta learn how to tie these on, but all I know is that these ones are the easiest. What you do, you just gotta snap them into place. So you, alright, push down on this with your thumb, and this hook will come out. Then you put the line through there, snap it like that. So then when you cast out, you're gonna see this part, and when it goes on, alright, on the surface of the water, it'll go down like that. That's when you know you have fish.